Now let's get some rapid-fire response from our panel on these stories tonight. President Obama needs to step up with a plan for the millions of 99ers out there, the long-term unemployed who have lost their jobless benefits, and their families who are hurting. If he doesn't act now, I think the Democrats are going to pay a political price for it in November. President Obama has kept his campaign promise. After 7 years, U.S. combat operations in Iraq are coming to an end. 15,000 troops are coming home this month, and all American troops will be home at the end of next year. And the Chamber of Commerce has increased its spending by at least $40 million this year from 2008 in the election cycle. It's throwing $75 million at the midterm elections. A chunk of that money is going to Tea Party crazies. Joining us tonight, nationally syndicated radio talk show host Bill Press, and also John Ferry, Republican strategist. Let's talk about President Obama, if we can, and helping out the 99ers. Right now, Bill Press, there is nothing on the table for millions of Americans who are in this predicament. What's the end game here?
Yeah, Ed, when you said Obama's got to get a plan, that's exactly what I was going to say. There is no plan to help the 99ers, and the Democrats are missing the boat on this one. The plan is, and you said it last week, Harry Reid's got to keep the Senate in session until they pass that bill. There is a bill that would help the 99ers. Otherwise, all during August, the early part of July, you're going to have 50,000 Americans more every week who are going to run out of their unemployment benefits. I think it's unconscionable.
Does it hurt the Democrats in the midterm, Bill? Does it hurt the Democrats in the midterm?
No. And you know why, Ed? Because we're going to talk about the chamber later. The Democrats need the unions. The unions cannot fire up their base. Yeah. If their base is unemployed, this is jobs. These are working Americans. The Democrats have to do this.
John Ferry, these are a lot of Americans who are disgruntled and may sit this one out. What do you think?
Well, I imagine a lot of them will vote against the Obama administration. Ed, I've been on this show many times. I've said for the last several months that jobs is the #1 issue. Jobs for the 99ers. There's also close to 20% of the American people are underemployed. They don't have all they're not working as hard as they want. They want more time. They want more pay. And this economy is just not going anywhere.
But, John, I'm going to counter you on this. It's your party. The conservative,
it's not my party. My party's not in control of anything.
The Republican Party, and you're a Republican. Come on now.
Of course I'm a Republican.
Okay, well, the Republican Party has said no to the jobs bill, and just last week they said no to the small business help that would go to these community banks under assets under $10 billion.
And the unemployment benefit extension.
And Bill, let me say to both of you, the Republicans don't have any power in the Congress. This is why we need the Republicans.
But they have power to obstruct.
So we can focus on jobs.
They can block
votes, John. They can block votes.
And tax increases, jobs. We need jobs.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you on jobs. I'm not at all. No. But you got to have access to capital. The fact is that the Republicans do have power. They do have power. They have power to obstruct, and they've done a hell of a job of it. All right,
let's get to the chamber of jobs. Why do they vote against them?
Exactly.
That's the question.
All right, the $40 million. The Chamber of Commerce. Bill, is this just really an offshoot and obviously a product of the Supreme Court ruling?
You know what? Yeah, of course. This is Citizens United come back to haunt us, Ed. But look, I've been in politics a long time. In every one of the 50 states and here in the nation's capital, the Chamber of Commerce is nothing but an arm of the Republican Party. Always has been. So they're up to $75 million. But I got to tell you, this had better wake up the Democrats. They're going to have to get out there and raise money and work like hell. Otherwise, they could lose everything they gained this time around in just 2 years.
John, your thoughts? The Chamber's on a roll.
Everything they've gained? We talked about jobs. How can you be for jobs and be against the Chamber of Commerce? They create the jobs. You know what? I'll tell you
what. They do
that's
not
enough money. The hope of the Chamber of Commerce and the business community raises more money because we got to get these Democrats out and get jobs in the place. We need private sector job growth.
And you know what this is? This is BP. They don't want any more regulations. This is Massey Energy. They don't want any more coal safety. This is Citigroup, and this is Goldman Sachs. They want to go back to the wild days of Wall Street. This is Aetna and Citigroup. They want to repeal health care. This is back to Bush and Cheney.
Bill Press, John Ferry, always a pleasure. Great to have you guys on.